recap a fine performance, really, from the Belgian. In the end, I mean, that was a pretty hard-fought performance, was it not, from your former side?
Yes, and sometimes you go through games like that, especially end of the season. You know what you're fighting for. You've been through a season emotionally, physically. You had good results. Maybe, as you mentioned earlier in the show, maybe disappointing, probably 2 weeks. But you always about the final task and the targets, and the target is Champions League football again. And 3 games to go until end of the season. You've put yourselves in a great position to attack those places and to stay in contention.
I mentioned the sense of relief around Villa Park at the full-time whistle. Dare I say you would have been relieved as well, because you were almost predicting a Fulham win before the game, weren't you?
Well, I thought Villa home run will went at some point, but they've just shown such a resilience every single game. After the semi-final, you wanted to see a reaction today. They've shown reaction in certain moments of the game, but it was the right result for them. And it seems like the dominance at home is continuing.
Yeah. Oh, and you liked the way the winning goal came about.
Yeah, clever. I mean, I'm trying to give them credit like they worked it. I think they did, to be fair. Yeah. I mean, it's a fabulous ball in from McGinn, and it looks very simple. McGinn ball in and Tielemans header. But you see, obviously, the Fulham players playing zonal at the near post could maybe do with 1 or 2 more in the middle. But as this runs on, just keep an eye on Kamara there. He's just in behind Lukic, who thinks he's marking him. And then as soon as it's about to be kicked, he just jogs off. Leaves Tielemans just to walk in behind Lukic there, not marking anyone. And it's just a bit of trickery, but I think it came off. Great ball, fantastic header. He's not the biggest Tielemans, but that is just absolutely timed perfectly and a fabulous goal.
And it was really, really good to see. I mean, we worked on set pieces. You know how long it takes. It's about delivering, timing of your run. How good is to see that those set pieces are paying off actually in the game. And it's really satisfying from the manager, from the set piece coach, to see that it's working. And sometimes players, we do get tired of, standing around and going through for longer periods in training. And to see it coming off on the Saturday, it's brilliant.
You know what, let's hear from the match winner now. Delighted to say Youri Tielemans joins us now from Villa Park. Youri, great to see you. Well done on that victory today. How much did you need that?
Good to see you too. Well, obviously we wanted that win so badly, especially in front of our fans. After last week, we know that we didn't perform well, and we have a good chance in the Premier League, hopefully, to get back into that top 5 and Champions League next season. So this was a massive win for us.
It was a hard-fought 3 points, I think it's fair to say. At this stage, is it more about results and performance?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of both. Like you said, it's hard-fought 3 points, but Fulham are a great team. They keep you on your toes, and you always have to be aware of them. Any chance can be a goal with them. So I think we defended really well at times, and could have killed the game at the end there as well with some chances that we had. But we got the 3 points, so up to next week.
Hi, Youri, it's Owen Hargreaves. We're here with Stiliyan Petrov. We've just been raving about you all before the game, and then obviously put on a bit of a masterclass today. We've got some clips from the game. Just maybe watch them and tell us what you think. Obviously got the goal, but there was some great little touches. The first one's one of my favourites, just that one little round the corner, and then obviously the perfect pass. That's brilliant.
Yeah, well, that's all practice, that comes off. We always try on the training pitch, especially this week where we had a full week to train, and you just want to replicate that into the game. And I had a good game, good effort on goal as well. And then, good goal with the head. We practiced that set piece in training as well, so for that to come off was amazing.
Was that, because when I looked at it, we looked at it back and I thought you actually meant that. So was that for Kamara to put Lukic off, just a fraction, and then you kind of drift in there? Because it looked like then Lukic, he wasn't marking anyone, and then you just, had a free header. You still had to score it, obviously, but it looked really clever.
Yeah, no, we practiced that because we knew that the space was going to be there, obviously with some good runs to the front post and towards the zone. So, good ball from John as well to put that ball right into my path was brilliant.
Youri, Stiliyan, how important is to see you work on these set pieces every day, and it takes a long time. How good is to see those set pieces come live on the game and you manage to execute it?
Well, obviously the set piece coaches, they do a lot of work behind the scenes, and for them it's obviously brilliant to come off at the weekend, because we know how boring it is sometimes in the week. You have to work on that at the end of the training session, when you've got maybe 10-15 minutes walking around, and then maybe some players aren't focused, and you know how it goes. You've played the game as well, so for it to come off was really good.
And the last one, is anything you can do? You've scored shots, turning, twisting, you're controlling the game. Anything you can do, because we just can't see it?
I appreciate it a lot. I mean, I always try to improve, to work on the things I'm good at, but also my weaknesses. But listen, this season I feel like I've become such a better player. I've played a lot of games, and the more I play, the better I feel. So I'm just ready to go again.
Yeah, you're having a brilliant season, Youri. You've really kicked on since your move from Leicester. I don't want to dwell on that for too long, but good luck for the rest of the campaign.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Well
Bye.
done.
Youri Tielemans at Aston Villa, who, he knows perhaps he's being hypercritical of his own performance, but he knows, he's a man in form. He's enjoying his football right now.
I mean, you've played every single game.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about sometime as a midfielder, the workload, especially with the European Football Cup and League, you get exhausted. But it seems like you're going from strength to strength, and his performances has never dropped. It seems like he found the rhythm of the season, and he's using it. It seems like he's really enjoying it.
Yeah, scoring goals with his head, which is also a nice string to his bow.
He's a fabulous player. I didn't know he had that.
How many goals do you score?
I wasn't allowed in the box to head the ball. But, it's amazing that he said, even though he's an experienced player, he wants to keep getting better. He's working on his craft, strengths and weaknesses. He doesn't have many weaknesses, that's for sure. And that partnership, I was going to ask him now, that partnership with Kamara, they just look like they just understand where they're going to be at all times. Obviously, he's more the ball player and pulls the strings. But 3 goals, 7 assists, from quite a deep position. They're terrific numbers.
So where does it leave them in that race for the top 5?
In a good position. In a very good position. I mean, you can only look at your form and what you can do. At the end of the season, they'll look at it, they'll assess it, they'll see what they've done right, what they've done wrong. But at the moment, 3 games to go, they're kind of feeling good. They're in a good position, and probably at the end, they'll assess everything.
Yeah. For Fulham, you both spoke about the unpredictability this season, and I suppose getting back-to-back wins hasn't come that freely for them. Let's have a look at one chance for Ryan Sessegnon, who's been a man in form of late.
Yeah, I mean, they had a couple half chances. It was a tight game, decided on a set piece. Maatsen just gets caught. It's a good press from Iwobi. This is what they're good at. Look how quick they get bodies in the box, flood it in there. Obviously, Robinson does great, and Sessegnon's so unlucky. He's ready to hit it, and as he's about to set up to it, his arm just comes up. Just see it there. He's so unlucky. He does really well to actually hesitate, wait for it, and then it's a fantastic finish. Look, great little shift there, but you see Konza saying, look, that's hit his hand, and it did. But fine margins, Manish. They are at this level. But again, he showed he's in good form.
And they haven't really done much to threaten Villa. I mean, Villa felt comfortable. Everything is in front of them. In the second half, probably Fuller tried to use the width a little bit, the wider players, put in few crosses, create a little bit of a problem for Villa. But Villa were quite calm, relaxed, and they controlled the game.
We spoke before the game about Ollie Watkins and the chance now, of course, to get back amongst the goals as a starter ahead of Marcus Rashford, seemingly out for the season. He had a couple of chances, didn't he, in the second half?
Yeah, and those are the chances that sometimes big games and big moments, as Owen mentioned, the little details, it separates you from a top player to a world-class player. That's what you have to do. You have to finish this. This is the one that he has to really, really use a better finish it. But we've seen that he can have off games and he can miss chances. But if he can manage to put this right, but we can't forget that Ollie Watkins come back from the European Championship. He never done the pre-season. He was late into the pre-season, so he's catching up, and he's been brilliant. But those are the moments that make a big difference.
Yeah, Malen came off the bench. He caused a bit of chaos, didn't he? He had a great chance towards the end.
Manish, he's a handful, honestly. He just makes stuff happen every time. He's actually really unlucky he doesn't play more.
This is a great build-up, eh?
Oh, brilliant. When they play quick like that, how's that first touch, by the way? Perfect. And he probably hits it too hard. I think the ones before from Watkins, it needs a bit of height. If anything, he gets a bit too much height on that one from Malen there. But I love Malen off the bench. He can play left, right, down the middle.
He's different.
Different, yeah.
He's different.
He's more direct, isn't he?
Yeah, he's more direct. I think he's got that little finesse about his game. He likes to come, he join, he can automate his game. And, I mean, this chance, we've seen him scoring those chances.
Tried to break the net, didn't he?
Yeah, and I feel sorry for Malen because he never had a consistent run of games. Yeah. You've got the quality, but you know what? Not being registered for the Champions League, not having consistent run of games, he must play with your mind sometimes. With the players, you want to play. You want 10 games.
Well, he started the Champions League final last year for Dortmund.
Yeah,
he's not used to sitting on the bench. But you look at the squad they have now. You think about Rashford, think about Bailey, then you think about Asensio. Ramsey's really unlucky not to play more, and Malen as well. So that's why they're competing for the Champions League, because they have a brilliant squad. Yeah.
So Villa in the end boost their European hopes. The same can't be said for Fulham. Let's get the post-match thoughts of their head coach. Here's Marco Silva.
Marco, commiserations on the result. Is it always extra disappointing to lose a game on a set-piece goal?
Yes, definitely. Of course, when you have a plan to the game and we knew that we have to be resilient, aggressive, and of course with the right work rate and commitment, and of course after will have to come our quality to match them and to play the game the way we want to play and to try to win the football match. As you said, a set-piece goal has always a massive impact, and unfortunately for us, in first 15 minutes of the game we conceded. We knew that as more the game went, with our plan, with our quality as well, it's going to be much more difficult for us and create a different scenario in the game. A team that like us, they wanted to win and they needed to win like us. We knew that playing home, if they are not finding really the right moments to create chances, delaying the chances for them is going to be more difficult. I think the first 10 minutes they didn't have more the ball for them, but they didn't have, and the set-piece goal gave them the calm and put them in a position much more comfortable in the game. We changed it. We start to go much more high in our first pressure. We know that the quality they have in that two midfielders to connect and after to drive the ball in Rogers or McGinn. Even sometimes if you go more direct, McGinn is very strong holding the ball and all that stuff. We knew that we are going to take more risk. The game started to become more open. Second half was much better from us. I think our second half, the way we played, the chance, I think before they had the chance, probably to the second goal, we had two clear chances with Harry Wilson, one header and one 1v1 with Martinez. That if you score, the game is going to be completely different. I have to say, even with Tielemans, we are really unlucky with the injury of Harrison Reed with more 18 minutes to play. The boys, they showed a great spirit inside. They push Villa back. Villa with 11 players. I saw them delaying and wasting time every single time and trying to see if the game came for an end because we pushed them back even with 10 men.
Yeah, Fulham disappointed in the end, as is their head coach, Marco Silva, but they have made good progress since their promotion from the Championship.